D2 420.
Copy.
I'm going to zoom out real quick, double check contours. We were at the 460.
Looks like your heading offset's a little happier at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still no altitude loss.
Oh, I just lost my depth sensor. Be advised.
We're at the
And it's back.
we're at the 470 contour.
Okay, depth sensor back. So I lost comms for a second.
I'll note that.
430 ROV depth.
Copy. Still new altitude bottom lock. Okay, I see it. Something on multi-beam that might be bottom. Just a really faint little wave coming up. It looks like it's about 30 meter depth.
I
30
agree.
meter altitude.
About 40 meters out.
Coming in quickly. Continuing down.
ROV 440.
That's definitely bottom right there.
Zooming in.
Multi-beam.
Yeah.
Okay. Bottom on multi-beam. Still new altitude lock. Still going down.
Just trying to get some more noise on sonar seeking,
Great.
but nothing definitive.
Okay. Looks like, I'm off at an angle there.
445.
So tilt is at 50 degrees, so probably half that. I'm probably 10 meters off the bottom right now. Still new altitude lock.
Following the zoom in.
Thanks.
It's at the 20 meter circle.
20
Closing
meter.
in.
Copy.
ROV depth 450. At the 15 mark.
Pretty turbid water here.
Yeah.
Should be fun when we get down there. 15 meters on the multi-beam. Copy. See it coming up on 10 meters.
It's at the 10 meter mark. Depth 457.
Bottom lock. Altitude 6 meters. 6.5. Altitude 5 meters.
Depth 458.
No altitude on Sirius.
Copy. No altitude. It's pretty soft here, I guess. Turbid and soft.
Yeah, bottom.
Visual of bottom. One crab. Continuing down a little bit more.
Alright, I'm going to start to slow winch.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bridge.
Easing off.
Can you hold off for a few minutes? We just acquired bottom. Thank you, Bridge.
Okay. Just on bottom. I'm going to back up towards you. Are you ready to rotate?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or no?
I think that's good. Winch is all stopped.
Okay.
That looks good to me.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to start backing slow. Give you a little more slack. Auto depth. Push down a little. Sorry about that. Bias.
I can come up some if you want to.
No, you're good.
I'm pointed straight down.
Okay, go. Auto depth is holding now. Backing. Possibly. Yeah. Backing slow.
Can I get another pen?
It says our depth is only 6 meters off. Do you want to come up some? From CTDs?
CTDs?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to. You don't have bottom lock, but yeah. Come up a
We're
little.
just close to the bottom. I don't know if you want to help the tether kind of stretch a little bit.
If you want to come up, you can. Yeah, for sure. I think you have enough to come around and see me, and then we can get a better idea of our our delta.
Yeah. This came up like a couple meters.
Sounds good. Are you ready to spin?
Pilots. Oh, never mind. Disregard.
I don't have view you quite yet. Do you want to come underneath me? How do you want to do it?
Just come around about now, and I think you'll see me out front. Go,
Okay.
know,
So
something
then
like-
rotate counter.
I'm just gonna stay right like I am. I don't have a lot of good. You just do a 180-degree turn and find me.
Right.
I'm gonna hang out right where I am.
Turn right now if you're ready.
Yep.
And rotating counterclockwise. I'm going to tilt my camera up a hair so I see you. Light pool's coming around, looks good. Alright, looking due north.
Yeah, I should be in your view. Backing. You look pretty close to the bottom. Now why don't you come up a little bit?
Yep, coming up.
There's my
the
tether. Follow it along.
You really... There we go. And tilt up.
Yeah, at 45, great. Or 35. I'm a little ways out still. Backing more. I don't have a ton of a thrust authority. 30% on one thruster back. Sneaking my way backwards. Maybe we could do a little like north ship move.
The ship would also like to adjust their heading.
Okay.
But I was waiting until you guys are comfortable.
Yeah.
Bridge, RV nav. Yes, how much of a heading change are you expecting?
Can you come up a little more?
Copy that. Stand by.
Coming up more.
They want to come 30 degrees around.
To start.
Yeah, to starboard.
We're center of rotation.
We're still center. I'll switch that.
Okay. As long as it's on A-frame, that's okay by us.
All right. Going. Bridge, RV nav.
Alright. Came up a little more.
Yeah, want to let you know that
I'm gonna
the vehicles
bring up
are
some more
officially on bottom,
lights.
which means we'll need to change center of rotation to
Okay.
A-frame. And then
Wow.
once
very
you're
turbulent.
confirmed in A-frame, you can make that turn to starboard.
Come back further. Hey, is there anything you do on the ME20 there video to help us out? We have the little bit of we can do to CD2.
Not a lot.
Okay.
Too much backscatter to turn the lights off, maybe.
Do you want to try turning CS lights off?
No, not now. That tether is right there. I just want to. Thanks,
Copy.
video. Thanks for trying.
Center rotated, or center of rotation shifted. You are clear to proceed. Thank you.
So, pilot, if you wanted to clear a series
Move
of
underway.
lights, it might be able to.
Yeah, I just don't want to do that right this second. We could do the middle bank, but I want to be able to see that tether. Yeah, I think I know you're not getting altitude lock, but I feel like you're, like, pretty low. Just judging by the views.
You want to keep coming up?
Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah.
At least until we get a better idea. It might just be so turbid that you're not going to see me.
CTD delta is 20.
20? Oh, okay. All right. That's plenty then. What angle are you at on the camera?
35. So
Okay.
I can put it at 45, which is normal. Right there. So that's 45. So that's, yeah, I guess roughly where you should be, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, here we are. Made it to the bottom. Some cool fish. Some dirt. Some fun fish out there.
Go ahead, Bridge. Stand by one, Bridge. They're asking about a maximum rate of turn. I mean, Bridge, RV nav. Yeah, I don't think we have a maximum down here. Yeah, with rotation being about the A-frame, I don't think the rate of turn should affect us at all, but we'll let you know if we see something awry. Thank you.
Okay. Well, here we are. Can't see myself. I can start to see the glow around D2 a little bit. Let's see if I have any more lights. All my forwards are on. I can do some of this to see. Get anything more? That one's pretty bright already. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well. Yeah. I'd say just kind of going to be a low vis from Sirius kind of day. We can play with the ME20 once I'm planted on bottom and we feel good. I think we're okay. I see the whole tether. It's not really doing anything bad. So I come out of auto, try to tune my Z bias a little. It's all rising. Very floaty today. Okay. Still very floaty.
Go ahead, Bridge. Current depth of vehicles is 462 meters. Thank you.
Okay. Tuning Z bias.
Bridge, RV nav. Yeah, and once you're complete with this move at 270, I'd like to walk through a safety plan, a bailout plan for the vehicles, safety of the vehicles.
Let's fire up the hydraulics, get the drawer out of the way.
Roger that, thank you.
And I don't know, I think I'm just going to joy lock to the bottom for a minute here.
Yeah.
See if we can sort out everything else that's going on with the cameras and get a good visual from Sirius. A little dusty. Okay. All right. A lot of activity. People are excited that we're here. Plenty of krill. Okay. How's everybody feeling? What's your comfort level with our current situation?
Feeling good.
Okay.
I think we can skip the set on bottom, although I think you are on bottom.
I'm sitting on bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, since you're there, if you want to just hold a second,
Yep.
and I'll record some values, even though we know paros are way off.
Yep. Sounds good. Roland, you can play with the cameras, whatever adjustments you want to make. You can do a black balance. Yep. No, we could do that for you. You want to do a white balance? Might as well go through the motions here. Do you remember the angle, anybody? Positive something, 35? That sound right? Or negative 15? Gosh. I have to remember this number. Well, you want to get us an Orion?
Are you done with this window, Fernando? Sweet.
I can help you get spun up, at least. Labeling. Looks good. .9 gallons per minute. What's that? I think that's plenty. You need more, we can give you more.
Final
Can't
results.
hear you.
It's very much the Paros. USBL depth 464, CTD depth 464. And for the serials, 444 on USBL, 443 on CTD, 442 wire out. So
Sounds good.
all match up very closely.
Nice.
So probably, yeah. I kick disable. It kicks me out. It's disabled. I come back in.
Yep.
Hydraulics on, so it should be ready, right?
Yeah, I enabled your valve packs as well, so you should be good.
All right. And then this is the big joystick. For the one. All right, I'll go up. I'll go up. I want to pull up the.
I'm wondering.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Let's
see
see
a cat in
feedback.
there.
We did tune this ENH for different depth. Alright. It's elbow. Let's see. Shoulder in. Shoulder out. Shoulder in. Shoulder out. Looks good. Up. Shoulder down. Elbow up. Shoulder down. It's not quick. That's alright.
Whoa.
Little quick in, huh?
Steady. Wow. That's scary. Eyes on.
I'm still kind of exercising.
Wow. That arm is snappy. Is that the one you serviced? Nice work.
Actually, this one,
Yeah.
this hasn't seen
This is your
the
newly
depth yet, huh?
This is your newly serviced arm.
Oh.
It's very snappy. It's very nicely done. We're used to a lot more input required to move this guy.
Yeah. All right.
Wow. Is there a delay?
So there is, but I think it's just me getting used to the controls.
I noticed that their valves were getting stuck
And the last one.
on the swing on some of the swing arms. You would let go and it would keep going, or
Yeah.
so. Just be ready for that kind of stuff.
Sounds good. All right, let's check. So what is? Okay. Forearm roll, right button, and twist. Just left. Left is for right check. The jaws, right?
Nice.
And then the
Does the jaw open?
The jaw is
That guy.
this guy, right?
Yeah.
Down is closed. Up is open.
Wow.
Wow.
Very nice. Oh.
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 Oh, it turns out that the blacks, it's multifunctional. Alright, we'll keep that closed. Let's see now.
Go ahead, Bridge. Excellent. Looks good down here. Are you able to see high pack up there?
Are you using the mini Zeus at all?
Yeah,
Just gonna play with it. Didn't want to take it from you.
go for it.
Okay, yeah, we were having some issues earlier this morning,
Left.
so I think those haven't been ironed out yet. But our bailout direction will be east. I'll try to describe what we're seeing on high pack. We're on a slope that pretty much runs east-west, with the contours running north-south. So anywhere between northwest and southwest is uphill. So we would like to avoid that in the event of a issue with DP or any other event that requires a bailout. So let's set bailout to
Oh, look at this.
north.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
ideal would be 090.
Look, the shadow
but
of the arm.
we can go
moving
either
on the
way.
sand.
Anywhere
That's
from
the arm. When you
northeast
move
to
it, you can see it like.
southeast. Yeah, let me zoom back in here, and you can kind of see the vehicles are streaming north at the moment. So an ideal bailout would be any kind of turn
Center.
to
I should
port
come
to
up
bail out to
some,
090,
right? Like,
so the
oh,
vehicles
yeah.
swing.
What are you
But
at now?
let me
You're at-
zoom out again
Oh no, you
now
need
that
to.
you're looking.
What am I looking at?
I need to
And
go
yeah, you can see the
closer.
contour readings here at the top.
Here,
So the
can you
red is
wrist it all the way
200
over?
meters,
Yeah.
and blue
That's
moves
pretty
into
centered in the
600
screen.
meters. So
I think you need to do a
anything-
little
anything kind
elbow
of
down, shoulder up to
090
get
or
yourself
45
flatter.
degrees either way of 090.
And then maybe
If you
come
can see my
inside.
mouse going. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you.
Like
And then
that.
yeah.
If you rotate up, I can't remember what the rotator should be at.
There's 0. I feel like it was like -5 at least.
A negative value,
I thought so.
but that's below horizontal.
Yeah. But then the arm like comes down, so then shoulder down. It like
Shoulder down.
it should like swing in maybe. Oh, that's not good.
I mean, I could do
It wasn't 0.
that, right?
Yeah. Try to get it flat and see if we can flat and centered and see what we can
Is
get.
center what's the pan of tilt looking at? Oh, I guess you don't want to move it.
No, I can move it wherever you want to go.
You just want to center up the arm. See if
On the
it's-
pan and tilt.
Yeah, see if it's flat relative to the front of the vehicle.
Oh, you know what? This camera was the best for that. Your Titan. And it's definitely not. It definitely still needs to come in closer, right? So you can see the black pretty clearly.
Let's see.
Rotate the other way around, right? And then,
That.
no, like,
So you-
rotate right, and then on the thinger.
rotate
Yeah.
right.
And then you get the like wider view, and you can see the skid and that at the same time, and like you might be able to tell.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can see if it's flat.
So I need to come in.
Yeah, it looks like more elbow down, shoulder up is required for that.
So really like there.
But it's still not flat. But yeah, I mean it's flat now left, right, but it's still tilted, the bottom's tilted away.
So we come up,
Yeah.
down.
If you find something that looks good, then I'm willing to tilt the camera to it,
The more I
whatever.
come down, the more I shoulder up,
The closer it gets.
but the higher you have to rotate. All
Hey
right.
guys,
Of course.
I'm
Yeah.
swapping out here.
All right.
All right,
well,
sounds good, Bobby.
yeah, that looks close.
So,
That looks similar in that camera, though. Gosh.
I don't know, let's try that.
Okay, tilting up.
But then you don't have to tilt at like,
Ooh, +5. I like that better. Okay, that looks right.
yeah.
Okay, and then we need to bring the starboard swing arm around, right?
We
So
would do
lower
the-
swing arms, starboard swing arm.
Backed out of the Orion so I don't bump it.
Okay. So
Bridge RB nav concept.
just because it's been a while,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Copy, thank
I'm
you,
gonna
Bridge.
bring
We're
the
just
mini
rotating
Zeus
up,
around.
so we'll have a new shift on here in just a few
Look
minutes.
at this guy. See how it looks. Make sure I'm not karate chopping anything. Okay. Lower swing arm blocks. Make sure it's fully stowed. It is. Look at the krill, huh? And then come inboard carefully. Get some light on the subject. Yeah, see, I'm off and it's still like scooching in. Oh.
There's
Yeah. The valve feedback doesn't say anything like that's happening.
hydro leaks.
But that looks better, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Looks lit up.
So it's
Great.
like 10 degrees rotator. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty much centered, dead centered there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, Roland, you can color balance on this chip chart whenever you're ready. Trying. Okay.
Do we still need to color balance with our new lights? Go with a CRI rating of 90.
Yes. But hopefully they don't have to use as much red to get it balanced. I'm going to play at the multi-beam more, unless
Yeah.
you need the arm.
No.
Disabling. But, well, we'll leave the valve packs on in case you got to make a shift. Okay.
Yeah.
Craft is... okay. Oh, I love this mini Zeus so much more. The new pan and tilt rocks. Way to go, Todd. Shout out. Todd Gregory, his pan and tilt. He's doing a very good job.
Hey, pilot, am I latched to you? Can you hear me?
I'm latched listening, yeah.
Okay.
I just always listen to the navigator in case something's
Copy.
happening.
Carl's eating lunch and I'll take your stuff.
Bobby?
Yes.
Is this you?
Oh, yeah.
Poke an eye out with that. I say we try to figure out what's going on with the depth on Sirius. Maybe come down a little and see if we can get more light. This says Delta 30, which is bogus. There's no way.
No way.
But the CTDs say Delta 20. So, you know, that's a lot. That's not too much, but it's a lot. So maybe if we come down a little, you can, like, see me better? I don't know.
I'm We come down 5 meters.
Yeah.
And it seems to be right.
See if that looks any better. Yeah, there's my little pool of light, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you will.
So then, let's see. So here's that 449. You're at 464, so that's roughly 15 meters,
Yeah.
which isn't right. My camera's at 45 degrees, so this is pretty close to a standard operating position.
Okay. Yeah, so we're feeling good about that.
Gonna move the arm. Let's see, bump it. Oh, I need to go into the Orion.
I think for what we're doing today, it's pretty solid. I don't know. Do you want it right a little video? Okay. I can come up a little if you want the help. Oh, too much. Oh, too much. Oh. There it is. Is that okay, Roland? Great.
Yeah, never got altitude at Sirius still.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it's soft, but interesting. And you were pretty close to the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think we can use soft as an excuse at this point.
20 meters, you don't think? Why don't you set on bottom and see what happens? Your auto heading is trying really hard, huh? Oh no, that's only 200. I forgot.
That's RPM.
That's RPM, not
Yeah.
percent.
200% would be a lot.
300 RPM is nothing, so that's great.
Yeah.
The last thrusters started at 200. So, something has to be not quite working. But
Did you guys get motor back?
No, it just so happens to be a thruster.
Yeah.
So, which
Is it completely dead or is it bad
no,
reading?
no, it's alive and talking and doing a bunch of things, but it has a strange fault that is not allowing it to act, and the fault code is not listed in their documentation.
Ooh.
Or it's listed as, quote, reserved. So we don't know what that's reserved for, but we would like to know. So we're going to send an email to the manufacturer to try to see what it might be. But we just took the power away from it so that way we're not, damaging anything.
Burn something up, yeah.
And took advantage of the valuable bottom time. A little bit of a struggle flying around.
So do you guys have a plan on bottom? Just go through system tests and flush everything out?
Yeah, I'm going to let Carl do he's good at taking notes and stuff, so I'm going to let him do all the thermal testing
Copy.
when he gets in. But I have the lights set at, all the forward ones are all the way on except for our fog lights, and the aft's are just on enough so that we can sort of see D2 from the back. In fact, the auxiliary up any brighter is too much, and the suction any brighter is too much, so those are actually kind of nice set there.
They actually flare when you put them up?
Yeah, if you turn this up, it just,
Oh, wow, yeah.
So that node is, go ahead, workshop. He's clicking as we speak. Thank you, workshop.
Go ahead, Bridge. Copy that. Thank you, Bridge.
Yeah, my fault. My fault. I touched the wrong slider.
And I can run through these, Carl, if you want to review them or.
Yeah, I think we can review them in a minute. Gonna get familiar. How's will you zoom in there? Let's see how the ship's doing and everything.
Sure.
Co-pilot, are they mid white balance here?
Affirmative.
Excellent. And you know how to do the shilling with
We're
the new
actually
joy box?
still working on.
Yeah, he gave me a quick run through. If we adjust it, we'll take it really slow.
Yeah, excellent. That'll be your task.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
So vehicle position is due north, so that's not tracking right, obviously.
Yeah, luckily we're kind of due north, so
You're close.
it's not too
But,
bad. But yeah,
Apparently the position is good, but the heading
Yeah.
is off. So,
yeah. All right. Well, the ship seems stable.
yeah.
The wind is similar. Yeah.
So we're due west heading. We got
Oh, Will you show the ADCP if you drag that
Yep.
side over a little? Or make the window smaller. Like, yeah, there you go.
you like that?
Yeah, and then show the. I think you'll have to make it a little smaller. Show everything on the left there. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I always like to see the ADCP.
Heading's not showing up
Yeah.
in HIPAC yet.
Okay, so conditions look good and stable for the ship. So I'm just sitting on the bottom. I have to be an auto head because of the thruster that's down. Otherwise, when I push forward, I'll spin. So that's taking care of that automatically.
Copy that.
Yeah, and otherwise I'm just in joy lock.
Is auto head holding pretty steadily?
I think Jeff only drove around just to back up to Sirius and plant down. He said it was kind of hard, but I think it's holding okay.
Okay. And they told you, I think you even discussed with me earlier, the depth sensors and the Delta Z can't be trusted.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping an eye on
Yeah.
the Delta over here on HIPAC.
What's our CTD delta right now?
It's 16 meters,
16. Okay.
15
pretty good.
meters, 16 meters. Yeah, Sean brought it down a little bit just to tighten it up. It was running around 20.
Hmm. Okay, and I've got my mini Zeus pointed at the shilling for you, co-pilot.
Copy that. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you have the controller for the little RoboCam over next to you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's a good angle for this guy?
Oh, whatever you want. I was just, verifying everything.
That's a good refresher.
Yeah. So Jeff said to look at the power levels every once in a while. All the phases are within 3 volts. 67, 68, 67.
Is that primarily what we want to keep an eye on, that the phases are aligned?
Yeah, well, that was the problem, was the 130s where it was like 130, 130,
Right.
and 80. So it was very obvious. So the hydraulics are dialed way down, so the
Yeah.
arm will move slowly.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to start.
Yeah.
Are we, we're still doing white balance testing, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give us some time to get acquainted here.
So what's the water now? What's the water temperature now?
Oh, geez. You might have to remind me, Carl.
Oh, up on your CTDs.
6.6 at
Okay.
Sirius and 7 even at D2.
All right, that's pretty cold. And we're dialed way down, but our oil's kind of holding steady at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty good. Oh, co-pilot, a tip. I see all your valves are enabled. So while we're sitting here, I think you have a disable valve button. You have a valve packs button on your joy box.
Mm-hmm.
It's good if you're not actively moving something, just to tap it.
Trying to locate where that
Yeah,
is.
lower right, I think an orange one.
Oh, down here.
Yeah.
Valvex, gotcha.
Then if you if either of us accidentally hit the handle, it's especially important because yours switch from cameras to swing arms and manipulators, so
Copy that.
you might I might ask you to adjust a camera and you'll automatically go and
So when valve pack is active, this will control the movement.
yeah, if your joy box is set to it, yeah. You can see when you enable it, it's just like hitting this button.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Copy that. Got it.
Video's white balance complete on HD1.
Copy that video. Are you ready for HD2?
I have zero control of HD2. I do not have a joy control at all of HD2.
Okay, so we won't white balance it today.
I can't white balance it, iris it, zoom it, or anything.
Okay, did we have that yesterday?
Negative.
Okay. Okay, Copilot.
Are we ready to move the shilling?
Yeah, we could, yeah, you have to put the lower starboard swing arm outboard, I believe, and stow the shilling. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with the lights.
Yeah, you should be able to do everything from here.
Yeah. Okay, lower swing arm.
Yeah.
All right.
So enable hydraulics, enable valve pack, sorry.
Yep.
There you go.
And I see that enable here on the GUI, which is nice. And you said we're going to start with outboard?
I think we just tilt lower starboard inboard to white balance. So yeah, you should be able to move it outboard. You could get a visual with your little PTZ camera.
Copy that.
The bubble cam. Or no, so don't touch that.
Okay.
So your the controller on your right there. Yes, that's your camera. Yep.
Yep.
You just made those knobs active to move the swing arm, so
Yeah.
that's what can be confusing.
Okay, so we roll and look at the swing arm over here.
That's port, so all the way around to starboard.
There we are. Go towards the light source.
Oh yeah, so it's definitely aimed at you.
Pretty bright. Okay.
So,
And remind me, which ones have the order of operations with the roll and the stow?
these ones are, the lowers are stow is in and deploy is down.
Mm-hmm.
And inboard and outboard is just rotating about the vertical axis. So it's totally safe as long as they're fully stowed.
Okay.
So you could just make sure it's stowed first by doing that.
Okay.
You can do it with the sliders too if you feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I might start
Yeah,
with that.
sure. I actually only used these joy boxes for a week during the shakedown 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I also need to learn exactly.
So remind me, if I were to use the joy boxes, which control? I think Sean told me that top left controls this guy and bottom right controls this guy.
That'd be Sean. Yeah, I would use the sliders for now, and we'll.
Okay. And this is port and starboard, lower swing arms
Mhm.
relative to me. Okay. So we have the lower starboard.
Go ahead, workshop. Copy that, workshop.
So is this where, this is not the sliders that we want, right?
No, you were just there.
RV, power, jack pin and tilt,
It's
hydraulics.
yeah,
There we go.
yeah. There you go.
Got
So I believe starboard's on starboard valve pack.
And order of operations here again. Say what we want to do here. I'm gonna try the joy box. I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
he said. Sean said I can watch it on both, but
Okay.
be good to have the visual.
Yeah. So just make sure it's stowed. So just do lower swing arm, starboard stow.
Okay, stowing lower.
Should be.
starboard
Should
stow.
be, but looks like it moved a little.
Okay. And let me just verify that with lower starboard swing arm, inboard. Trying to see where stow is. Lower swing arm, stow. Shouldn't have done anything if it was already stowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now outboard.
And now outboard. Lower swing arm, outboard.
Yep, there it goes.
Nice. And just, I'm not going to do it fully. I'm going to just make sure that that does the same on the joy box.
Okay.
Maybe it's fully outboard.
You could try moving it back inboard.
Yep. Let's try this guy.
Well, hold on. Don't just try them. Here's Bobby.
Do this. The process sort of give you an idea of what price to be.
Sean was saying probably load anything.
See how these are just plus signs? Right. I'd do the top two.
Okay. Sean was saying that there was a mix of the two.
Just hold on. See, like here, these two joysticks are on the X one. Right. See how this is the circle on it?
Gotcha. Okay.
You're going to be in the main pilot stick. Now you've got tracer plus X1. I mean, it's still a good idea to use sliders to get your bearings, but the symbols are supposed to kind of tell you which one's to use.
Yeah, Sean didn't tell me that, and I didn't notice that thing. Okay, I think I got a little bit better understanding of that now.
Okay.
So let me double check. We're trying to go outboard with these, right?
Yeah. You know what a good way to do this if you're unsure? We can just turn the pump off, and then you can watch the valves move on your screen.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got it here. They are now outboard. I'm gonna move them back inboard just for posterity's sake. And there they are.
Yeah. Okay. You got it.
Okay. And we want outboard, so we'll go back to outboard. It should be outboard.
Yep. Yeah, you can see how much darker the white balance arm is there.
That looks good.
Okay.
All right.
So now it's shilling time.
Shilling time. Disabling swing arms. We have the Orion manip up. And just, I think you probably know this already, but there's a little drawing of which stick to use. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just haven't done it in 2 years, but I reviewed it.
Copy that. So if we can just talk through the movements of what you want to do with the shilling, I think I'll be able to do it step by step, very slowly.
Okay.
Just to get our bearing. So which joint would you like to move first, pilot?
Well, you definitely go shoulder all the way up.
Shoulder all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. let us try to go shoulder up first.
And I'll follow you with the mini Zeus.
Copy that. In work. Ooh, that's a lot faster than I was expecting.
Yeah. These aren't necessarily all tuned. That's part of our job.
Yeah.
If you note anything too fast, you can...
Yeah, it's a little jumpy. Sean did tell me that with HP we're dialed down only 400 and only 2 GPM, so it's not too fast. But that is pretty jumpy still, I'd say. So, good to know.
Yeah, you could... Would you write a note on that in your Copilot log? Shoulder up is fast.
Will do. Stand by. Alright, so just a note.
Carl, if you're comfortable, I'm gonna manipulate HiPack a little bit just to refresh my nav skills here. Make sure I can remember how to do what I need to do.
Go for it. Yeah, just look back every few minutes at the 2 vehicles in the ship and make sure nothing's moving.
Copy.
Alright. Got that noted, pilot.
Excellent.
So we're going to want to go shoulder fully up, and I'm going to ease into it this time even more. There it is. It's a nice little mid-range. I'm going to bring my other camera around to keep an eye on it as well. There we are. Nope, almost. A little more. That's a better view. Alright, shoulder is fully up. Standing by for next movement.
Okay.
Probably want to bring the elbow a little down.
Yeah. Yeah, you can bring the elbow down a bit.
Copy that.
It's looking a little slow, huh?
I'm easing into it. Would you like me to push a little more on it?
Oh, no.
I just wanted to make sure I'm not moving too fast initially.
Oh, that looks better, yeah. Great. Okay, stop there.
Copy.
And now, I think I'm right here. We'll check for white balance. It's like we have the watch on our underside of our wrist, so we go like this.
Okay.
Which is counterclockwise looking down.
Okay.
So to go back to stowing, we go like this, which is clockwise.
Okay.
So try rotating forearm roll clockwise.
Forearm roll clockwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Enabling forearm and twisting slightly. Let me know if this direction looks good to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Copy that.
Yes, we go all the way.
And
Yeah.
that's hard stop.
And now, just to check, now the wrist or yaw is backwards because we're kind of upside down. So if you go wrist right, it should bring the wrist outboard to the left. So
Okay.
try a wrist right.
Here's wrist right. In progress.
Oh, that's a wrist roll.
Oh, sorry about that. 1 second. Let me get it back to where it was. So wrist right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna initiate slowly here. There it is. That does look good.
Yeah. So okay. So I did remember that. It's been 2 years.
Nice job.
It's good. Okay. Yeah. Try stopping there. Now, go shoulder all the way left. That's the stowed position.
Shoulder left.
Yeah.
And I remember we have to be careful of the rock box, do we not?
Yeah. That's what the final tuning of the wrist left and right will do.
Copy that.
Yeah.
I think he wanted you to do the thermal test. Yeah, I think he's like, Carl takes good notes, I'll let him do a thermal test.
Alright, pilot, I've got the shoulder rotated, not fully over yet. Do you know if that comes full left? Full left? I think you're off comms right now.
Yes, it does come full left.
Copy that. We are full left on the shoulder.
Yes. It's maxed out. Up, left. Counterclockwise. Clockwise. So you've done those 3. Now you just shoulder down and
get a little close to the box.
Yeah, then see if you have to adjust your wrist. Yeah.
Copy that.
And you have a decent view with that camera too.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's obstructions.
And actually, you can see your fingers in your rail cam a bit. See it upward there? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Coming down slowly.
Then it should auto slow for you.
Okay, I'm going to leave a little green there between the claw
Yeah.
and the box.
It's interesting with the new Mini, kind of where it's placed, the arm now blocks the gap there.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to see.
Oh, that has a great view of it though.
I'm going to zoom in on that.
Yeah. Enhance.
Enhancing.
Yeah, so it might be just wrist right, which will bring it outboard a little, and then drop it more.
Okay. Wrist right in progress.
Okay.
Yeah, I see a nice little gap there.
Yeah, and you can see it in your rail cam too. Chris
Yeah.
just pointed out. Yeah.
So we want to go even more wrist right probably, huh?
No, we definitely want to go more shoulder down. Elbow down. Elbow down.
Elbow down. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Coming down just a little bit. Pretty zoomed in here. There we are. So how do we know exactly how far to go with this guy?
I'd zoom out a little more there so you can see when you move. Yeah, just keep shouldering down. The stowed position is shoulder all the way down. So keep going down, and as long as you're not hitting the box, you'll be good.
Yeah, shouldering down. So I'm having a hard time determining whether we're touching the box or not with the shoulder down.
Okay, then wrist right a little
right.
more. Yeah. Oop, that was pretty far.
A little jumpy.
Well, while you're out there, you could just shoulder down all the way.
Shoulder down.
Sorry, elbow down. Shoulder all the way back up. Yeah, and then elbow down. Okay, so where are the jaws now? Now come wrist slowly left, which is opposite.
Wrist left, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
nice and slow. Yeah. Okay, don't really have good visual on the jaws there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah. Elbow up again a little.
Elbow up.
Yeah, thanks video. Copy.
Looked a little sticky there.
Yeah.
Wonder if we were touching the box already.
Yeah, I think you were touching the rocks box up front.
Okay. Well, that looks. Let's call it good there. That's good enough for recovery. I think the Mini Zeus is in a slightly different position, so our standard technique. Also, with the not great visibility, our manip cam can see it too. So that's good for now. Let's note we might stow it more before recovery or on deck.
Copy that.
Okay. So video's listening to EXRV.
I can latch that if you guys want.
There's a lot of sediment coming through.
Copy that. Doing a quick check of our comp levels. They seem to be remaining stable.
Yeah, will you zoom back in tight on the ship and vehicles?
Copy.
It's the default that I like to see. Yeah, visibility here, not great.
You happy with that, Pat?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, there's a pretty strong current down here, west to east, as you can see in my camera. Sure thing. Okay, power cycling Mini Zeus. Now when you power cycle it, it freezes on the last image. No. It's back. Okay. So look at this fish here.
Not a bad find.
Eating that scrap of fish. Video pilot. Yeah, he just left. We have a fish eating another fish here if you wanted to zoom, but he's swimming away now. False alarm. Okay, so this whole time we've been slowly heating up the hydraulic oil as we're doing hydraulic manipulator training.
Copy that. I read that as well.
Yeah. So one of the things we want to do that's on our list is hydraulic temperature. So we've been running at 400 RPM for probably an hour. And we're up to... Yeah, well, you know... I don't know who wants to note it, Copilot or Nav.
I could take it.
Yeah. You can put it straight in the Nav notebook.
Okay.
If you want. We'll keep that and leave a lot of them. So, yeah, we've been running at 400 RPM. 470 RPM for an hour in 7-degree ocean water. And the reservoir is at a steady state of 74 degrees Fahrenheit.
What's the temp?
74 Fahrenheit.
74?
Yeah.
Do you happen to know what we started at?
You know, it was on deck all day, so I'm guessing it's about 70. It might have cooled down when we dove. I'm thinking we call that a starting point. I suppose if we turned it off after an hour or two, it would go down to 7 degrees or 7C. That's pretty low. So I'm going to ramp up to the full 5 GPMs at this time, and then we'll just check in on that temperature
Copy.
once in a while and see how it changes.
Copy that.
Do you want me to note that flow from before, or is it 1.9, or is that standard for you guys?
Yeah, you could write 1.9. It matches the RPM exactly because it's a fixed pump. But
Gotcha.
yeah. So now we're at the full 1300 RPM, which is 5.3 GPM.
We'll note that at 1643.
Excellent. Let's see. So I guess while hydraulics are up, I'll just run the craft for a minute.
Copy that. Sounds like a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Reservoir's at 77.
Yeah, it's already warming up. So I believe, let's see. Oh, the craft must be on 6K ohm. Okay, so before we run the craft, what we found on the surface in the last few days was we had a good DC bus insulation resistance, except when the craft was on, but now we have a low one and the craft is off. So Bobby suggested I try turning it on, verify it lowers more.
Should you be seeing more resistance akin to the other resistances? What's nominal
Its
value?
alarm setting one is 1500, so if it's above that, the electrical team decided that it's okay.
So starting at 4K ohm,
It went from 6 and now it's 3 with the craft on.
6
So,
to 3.
yeah, it got even worse.
What's the nominal state for that typically?
It depends on what instruments are installed and all, but I feel like around 2,000 or 3,000 is. Just hoping to get a good view of that fish.
So you turned it on and it dropped to 3.
Yeah, so I'll turn it off. We'll make sure it goes to 6. Okay, hydraulic temperature is 92 Fahrenheit.
1647.
Yeah.
9.2.
Mm-hmm.
Still at 1300 RPM.
Yeah. We're just going to keep running it till it gets too hot or hopefully levels out.
Copy.
That's the goal. This will be the first time in cold water. Okay, so back to... Okay, so one of our sensors has a ground fault at depth that's not the craft. So before we run the craft, we'll try to find it. Check it.
And where do you see that on the GUI at? Copy.
There's motors, lights, main, which I have to ask Jeff. I think that's more the high volt, the
main bus.
main, yeah. And then this is all the DC, all this, every sensor and camera and the craft. And
Copy.
in my experience, this is always the one that the sensors draw down and then we have to chase. So I guess I'll just go through it. Start with camera rotator. Hydraulics hasn't changed much.
Nope. So are you just looking for that fault to clear?
Yeah, there's a lag, so I think the lower it is, the longer it takes the instrument to read. So when it's really low, it could take a while.
Hey, video, do you copy? We've got the fish eating the... Copy.
Thanks, video.
99.
Okay, so we just finished ground fault testing the other page, and nothing caused a ground fault except the starboard craft controller, but that was a known one. So Jeff says to try the DVL, and we are currently so close to the bottom we're not even using the DVL, so it's fine to turn it off. Okay, and an upgrade, if you turned off the DVL in previous years it would mess up the fins, but apparently with our new software you can turn the nav sensors on in any order, so that's good to know.
And temp probes are a known thing too. You can start there if you wanted.
I did the manip temp probe on the other page. Yeah. So now we're doing sensors page. Hydraulics seem to have leveled out at 99. That's great. 140.
Housing is solid at 32, huh? About 9 amps.
Yeah, where is this measured?
It's what they call the faceplate temperature at on the drum. So they like stick something to the aluminum on the bottom of the motor controller.
So the motor controller for the HPU is steady at 32C. So they're both not overheating underwater, which is great. Whoa. So we'll keep monitoring hydraulics. It seems like it might max out at 99 or 100. And this water's, we're fairly shallow for what we do, so this water's kind of warm, so that'd be great news. That's a big eel in front of us. Okay, back to ROV power. So now remind me to check the temperature again in a few minutes.
Copy.
Before I get distracted. Okay, it wasn't either temp probe.
get these pages don't update when they're closed. When you switch tabs, these ones aren't updating. Make sure you see a timestamp go by before you change, before you decide it hasn't moved. But it hadn't. It did get one, but yeah.
Oh, I see. So if the timestamp moves, you know you're good. It's very slow when it's low, huh?
Yeah.
There we go, 7.2.
It's because the sample rate goes down when it's low.
Yeah. Okay, doing the DVL.
Ooh, 7 already.
6 to 7. What was it before when the craft was off? Like 3,000 or something?
1,000.
1,000? No. So it's still alarmed?
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to run down and walk her through it?
No, that's okay. We're all sitting. I guess stand by.
You want to have a half hour of
Okay. Seems as though Adjacent Ground Faults is the name of the game right now.
Yeah, so I think Carl told you we went through the other tab and it looked clean, and then I think he did the temp probe and the spare so far.
Sweet. Yeah, DVL and Temp Probe looked like they were good. We had the other multi-beam do this ground fault, so I'll check this one as well.
Copy.
Maybe it's
So last check on the hydraulics temp was at 1654,
cool.
and that had been steady at 99 for 2 minutes.
Okay.
So
Yeah. That sounds good.
Just a heads up that we did stow the lower swing arm following the white balance test, and we think we got the shilling in a decent place, but it might need to be finaled up before recovery. Just FYI, couldn't get a very good visual on it.
The shelling you couldn't get a visual on?
Yeah, we had pretty low visibility down in the bottom here, so we just wanted to make sure we have that in a good spot.
Yeah, it looks like you could elbow down quite a bit more, but like you said, we can deal with it later.
Yeah, I was taking it slow. First time back on it in 2 years, so.
Yeah, well, it's hard to know. You don't want to bash it into itself,
Exactly.
but it looks like a little bit of elbow down is available. But, all right, well, it wasn't the multi-beam. Turn that back on. I don't need the sonar. Try that out. We've seen the depth sensor have problems too, and that's not even working, so I could test that after this. was like I could do other things at the same time. What's on our list? What else do we want to check?
So hydraulic system, we're testing now.
Yeah.
New motor controller at depth. I don't think we're doing that with the axial off. Maybe. I'm not sure.
No. What does it say? Test.
Test and monitor new
Yeah.
controllers at depth and under load.
Yeah. Well, we are doing that. It didn't work.
Yep.
That's great.
PDU upgrades, test and monitor while under load.
Yeah. We are doing some of that. Topside power. See what it looks like. Pulling 20 kilowatts. Unbalance of 2.8%, which is really nicely balanced, I would say. Looks like. Very reasonable.
You want me to note that, or?
Yeah, 2.9%. Average current 27 amps. Average voltage.
That's undercurrent, right?
Sorry, current unbalance is 2.8%. Average current 27 amps. Average voltage.
Yep.
450.
450.
And 19 kilowatts. 1.21 gigawatts.
1705.
So he did this whole page already, he said. Okay. Well, let's go back to ROV power and see what we got. Still a fault. Sonar's clean.
Okay.
Going for depth. See if that clears it up.
Did you guys test auto position, auto move? We haven't done any of that, right?
Auto position. No. Yeah, we're not doing any of that today.
Copy.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to it. We just don't have a thruster.
Yep.
So. Okay, so delta 22 at power off. You're right, negative 22.9 delta at power off.
Copy.
Six km, still ticking along. Things we don't want to test are fins and USBL. Maybe once we're on the surface, if this is still there, we'll do it then.
Yep.
So the thought is if you find the instrument that's causing that issue and power it off, then you'll see your installation resistance jump up.
Yes. Yeah, so basically the way we run the vehicle, all the 24 volt supply, we switch both the high and the low
Okay,
on everybody. And
Standby bridge. Bridge RV nav. Yep, pilot and co-pilot confirmed they are happy with a heading move to 240. Copy, thank you, bridge.
yeah, so we switch both legs, and the way everything is tied up, all the DC returns on all the different devices, even though they're all supplied from different Vicors, all the DC returns are tied, and we monitor that one large bus, return bus, and because we switch both the high and the low, by turning the relay off that is going to the device, you're isolating it from that bus, isolating it from the system. So that way you can tell if the fault lives out on the device or its cable, isolating it from the system will clear the fault. Then you'll know who the culprit is.
Nice. And I was asking Carl, he didn't have a for sure answer. What's the nominal value for installation resistance there on the DC bus return?
Ideally, it's at 50,000 k-ohm, just like that top one. But typically, like 3 or 4 is like reasonable.
Copy.
1,000 is like low, and we want to chase it. 3 or 400, we're usually like, what's going on? Let's find this. 6 is like bad.
Copy.
Yeah.
Pilot, can we get a hydraulics temp check, please? 99.
99. Touches 100 once in a while.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that didn't clear it up.
And do we suspect that it's a single instrument that might be causing this, or maybe multiple?
It's probably multiple, but you got to find the worst. You know, I don't know how much electrical engineering theory you know, but if you have a bunch of resistors in parallel, basically the lowest resistor is the one you're going to see the most of, or it's going to bring the whole system down. Current's going to find the path of least resistance.
Copy
so
that.
Anything that's faulting but less faulting, kind of, you're not really going to be able to see.
Right. Might be hiding some other issues until we find the
Exactly.
biggest
So-
culprit. Yep.
And there could be 2 things with a 6K ohm fault, in which case this would only rise to like, or 2 things with a 12K ohm fault, and now we have 6. And so you could remove this and you'd only see it trickle up a little bit, but it's unlikely to stay at 6K once you isolate one of the faulty devices,
Right.
unless like everybody's at 6K
That makes sense.
or something, you know, unless everybody's really low. It's likely going to be somebody. We don't know who yet, but it'll be somebody. Okay, I don't want to turn the fins off. I don't want to turn the USBL off. CTD, we could do, but... So the depth is back on, and my delta is the same. So I didn't lose my 0, and it looks fine. So that's good. Motors could be... No, the other thing to note is there's a known fault internal to the motor controllers on the 24-volt bus. So they're all isolated from the ground fault monitor. So we're not looking at those. So there's no reason to chase it there. Certainly reason to chase it on all these cameras, though. Who do we think it is? Let's see. Try a minute. Camera. Roland, you're going to lose a couple of your cameras one at a time. We're just chasing a ground fault. Who are you transmitting? I'll do them last. Okay. Yeah, you'll be safe on Sirius, and I'll save the Zeus for last. Yeah, see. Hopefully. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, so the other part of that is if somebody has a 500 k ohm ground fault and I click it and isolate it and someone else has this 6 k ohm, you wouldn't see it, or you would barely see it. So, but typically if we have a few items, you usually see it trickle up, and then all of a sudden like one item does a big change, and that's the one, you know, that's the guy.
Gotcha.
The worst offender. But you take notes on everybody that changes it. Everybody's got a little bit of, you know, like, the reason a DC bus return nominal normally is like, you know, 4 mega ohms or 3 mega ohms or something is just because it's all low voltage devices. So you have protection from frame, you're trying to isolate from frame, but it's not that high a voltage, and so the actual amount of leakage current trickled isn't that much. And then you turn on tens of devices, all with that little tiny bit of leakage, it all adds up.
Right.
So it's okay to have, a little bit of leakage current is going to happen. You just try to mitigate it. Done.
Copy.
Okay, that didn't seem to do it. Moving to minute cam starboard. Well, did Carl determine whether or not the craft was also an issue? Did it change with the craft or no?
It did not.
Okay, so I could turn the craft back on and do stuff with it today, maybe?
Theoretically.
Were you guys trying to also verify the suction hose is not interfering with DBL in the auto position?
Yeah, I think we do want to check that, but I don't know how we guarantee that it's in the way, number one. And number two, that was never a thing with the workhorse before.
Yeah, there's some question marks there. Does it actually interfere with the workhorse?
I think everything purple is me asking questions.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, I don't know the answer to those, but I thought it was only the Tasman they had the issue with. The workhorse might be okay,
Copy.
but Nif Cam Stabbed 6KO.
And you guys homed the suction rosette already?
Yeah, suction sampler rosette is rosette home. Oh, he must have powered the rosette off during his chase. We just have to rehome it, I guess.
Are you guys color coding these once they're done, or
What's that?
are you trying to color code these once you're done and confirmed
You can
good?
just write notes in there, and like it's an open document.
Copy.
ROV power. Let that get an update, make sure.
Go ahead, Bridge. Copy that. Thank you, Bridge. The wind still looks good.
Okay. Yeah, remember I don't have very much thrust authority down here, so when it's time to go, let us know
Copy.
as soon as you can. Even if you want to be
A little cautious.
conservative and just get us up off the bottom and wait.
Yep.
That's totally fine. We can do that.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. See if it's building.
Sweet. Yep.
Did you hear Mr. Moore's request, pilot?
Yeah, we got you.
Copy.
I'm going to see if there's a ground fault first before I give it back.
Pilot, you give me a temp check on hydraulics, please.
Yep. 99.
Copy.
Touches 100 once in a while. Looks like it's stabilized there.
Yeah. So that's 25 minutes at 99.
Sweet. 6KO.
Do we expect the hydraulics at full flow rate to overheat, or?
Doesn't seem like it. We weren't sure. There's always a chance. It's also, ooh, look at this. We got a predation event. Hope this crabs see the fish. Mini Zeus back on. Starboard minute back on. Utility cam, starboard out. What else you got? New pin and tilt.
New pin and tilt, including homing routine with limit switch. Test and evaluate the Bluetooth multi-beam. I mean, we've been seeing fish and stuff on it, which is pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Record settings for different environments. We're not going anywhere, but test new lights and controllers. Bottle temps at 100%. I don't know if any of that's been done yet.
Yeah, I think, let's see, lights. Lights are where I left them. It's at 106, so right now where it is, it's been stable at
Steady.
106 to 108.
Do you want to run through a test cycle on that, or just finish the ground fault chase?
We can finish the ground fault first. Get back to it.
Copy. Temp probe. Test that on D2.
Temp probe. Yeah. Yes, we did test the temp probes.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say? It says the temp probe functionality.
Functionality.
Oh, yeah. Well, the temp probe works, but maybe the functionality of when they do the mechanical temp probe, thing.
Copy.
I would leave that open for now.
And then video stuff.
Sweet.
Go ahead, Bridge. Good copy, Bridge. Thank you. I can hear you. Copy. You want me to... Yep. Yeah, I minimized them all.
Utility cam port. Moving on.
Hang on. You good?
Comp levels seem to be holding pretty well since I've been sitting down. I think we got rid of some air initially, but steady now.
Good. Awesome.
I mean, that's just amazing, the
Yeah.
detail on that.
I know, right? The best part is we have the two different sets. So this is, you can see on this slider on the left,
Yeah.
max 10 meter. So you get pretty fine detail on the high frequency. And you can see all these little things going by, all the snow going by. But then if you click this button, you get the long range one. So obviously
100 meter.
not as much detail in close, but you can see out 100 meters if you need to.
That's awesome.
That's pretty incredible.
So,
And this is still Sirius, right?
yep, those are the two scanning. So D2 is scanning on the left, or on the bottom.
This
And
is D2?
That's D2, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we probably should I don't know. I just haven't been looking at it, so we haven't been meaning to adjust it, but I adjust these a little bit. Sirius has got literally no data coming in.
No,
I mean,
that's
it's
why-
it's working, but let's see if we can adjust the gain here.
Is
I don't
that
know.
pointed down, or is that?
Yeah, it's pointing down. Oh, it's at 50 too. We could bring it back in. See if that sees anything. I don't know. Yep, just useless at this point. We didn't expect much, but I expect noise at least. You can see like a lot of noise isolated right around the head. So, I don't know. It's like,
Would you not pick up
oh,
D2
maybe?
in that?
Wait, are we deployed? Oh yeah, there's the sonar head deployed. Huh, I don't know. That's weird.
Would
Say
Yep.
again?
Sure. Would you expect to see D2 in that pilot?
Possibly. Yeah, up here somewhere. That might be D2.
Yeah.
Although I'm grasping here at straws. Doesn't really look like D2. But
Yeah. The Delta
30.
Z is about 18 meters, so
probably like 25-ish meters away
Yeah.
with the angle and everything. So it's probably like right there. But I don't know. These might be reflections off the foam pack or something. It's probably not D2. Usually it looks a lot more like this when it's operating normally. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, copy that. I haven't actually seen the headings resolved for either one since I've been there.
Okay. I'm going to kill the aft utility. Oh, wow, see if that clears it up. And then, I don't know, massage the craft or something? I don't know what else do we need to do today?
All right, if you want to do one last temp check, that'll be 30 minutes.
Okay. Hydraulics. 100 degrees
Just
F.
at 100.
Yep.
All right.
staying more consistently at 100, but
It rose a degree in the last half hour.
You want to
Fahrenheit.
turn those down, or you just leave them on and see how it does?
Well, we don't want to forget about it. I can turn it down. Just a little bit. Lights. I think we turn on some lights and see if we can't get a little more. So it's been stable between 106 and 108, so just turn these puppies up and see if it gets hot in there. I'll do 2 more banks. This is what I would call normal ops, is sort of light bars. Mains, uppers, lowers, and all the aft lights just on completely.
Yep.
And then section phonic auxiliary would be as needed.
Right.
So we're
Do
not. Yeah.
You don't normally run them at 100 though, right? At max? Or do
No.
you?
No, I mean, yeah. Before we didn't have dimming ability, so
Oh, that's
normally
right.
these would all just be
On
on
or
or off.
Yeah.
So we'll leave them all at max, and then let that go. So let's do a similar thing every few minutes. Let's see how that climbs.
Copy.
Seems
Where
okay.
are we at right now?
108.
108?
Yeah.
1728.
It's definitely gonna get warm in there. Okay, that didn't clear it.
Okay.
Going for the rosette cam next. Okay, rosette cam, didn't do much. Did go to 7, but that's it. Check the lights, might be going up quickly. 109. Mains, yep, uppers, lowers, aft, bar, aft, poles. Auxiliary and suction are at, auxiliary is at 19%, suction's at 13%. And then fog is at 0. And back to power for a bit. Certainly didn't clear it. PTZ. Okay, 15 knots of wind right off the bow. Or just port bow. Certainly if that nears 20, let us know so we can get off the bottom.
Copy.
Just in case it keeps going up. Did you guys do a ship move?
Heading move, no ship move.
Oh, interesting. It looks closer.
It does look closer.
Yeah, but you can see by the track that they definitely were about the A-frame. It like
Yep.
moved. Interesting.
I wonder how far that is. Came around 15 meters.
Okay.
You powered off the PT.
Oh yes, yeah I did. I was checking it for a fault. Were you using it?
No,
Sorry.
just making sure nothing happened.
Oh, you're good.
Still can't find that fault, huh?
Nope. We do have the pan and tilt we can do. Try each motor at a time. Okay. Z forward's probably alright. Let that come back to life. I'll try the pan and tilt. I'll try the tilt function first. See how that looks. And we're gonna go to lights and see how hot we're getting. 113 Fahrenheit. Fans are still spinning just fine.
One 113.
113.
Copy that.
These are still clanging, so I think we want to wait a little while and see how much. That's what I'm saying. Like after you're done with your test, I think I'm good.
Copy that. Can you, pilot, give me a light bottle temp? That'll be a 30-minute check for us.
Yeah, 127.
Okay.
And it's been 127 for a little while. I've been watching it.
So you comfortable with that, or you want to give it another 10 or 15?
I'll give it another couple minutes, just see if it really stays there.
Copy.
Zoom crab.
Finding ground fault.
Not yet.
I took you off the schedule, shuffle it around, so we'll still come up, leave the bottom at 3, but you don't have a job after 2:30. So
Okay.
then you'll have a job to fix the motor.
Go ahead, Caitlin.
Upper swing arms are stowed, and I have the valve pack secure.
Sweet.
So I missed, did you guys continue to run through the PDU stuff for the fault testing?
Yes. Yeah, we ran through the power monitor with no change.
Copy. So the only one I have of note was the CTD at a 25K ohm?
Yes. Yeah. And it went from 6 to 25, so...
Right, so net 19.
Yeah. And he's under the skid. Hi, little guy. Here, this way we can really test the camera. There's something a little more still here. You can really make sure you like your zoom and focus controls. Yeah, takes some getting used to. There's 2 little fishies here if you want to zoom in a little. Go ahead. Yeah. There you go. I don't know if that wins the autos or me, or something I did, but or if it's the current, I mean.
All right. Front row, welcome to the fun V.
Welcome to you as well.
We'll wait to 50 because we'll be there for a little bit.
We could try to stow the shilling a tiny bit more.
Go for it.
Do we have any better views that we can get on it?
What was the... Which, it looks like it was wrist.
Yeah, I think we might need to wrist a little bit more. It's kind of a good view there.
That white balance panel isn't facing the right way.
That's what Carl told me to put it at.
That's not right.
Well, let's fix it. I will do as commanded.
It should be white balance panel facing in.
Yeah, that's correct. You're right.
So I would probably first get it out in front so that you're clear of everything.
Yeah, let's get a little more practice. I'm okay with that. But if you don't mind taking it slow and helping me think through
Yeah.
the motions, I'd appreciate that. So what would you like to do first here?
Well, first I'd get it out in front of you, so elbow out and shoulder down.
Okay. I'm going to elbow out just a little bit first. There
Yep.
she goes. So you actually want to bring it all the way back out in front of us?
You don't, no, not necessarily in front of the camera, just out from the vehicle, because you're
Gotcha.
going to be turning the forearm,
Shoulder down.
and we just don't want you to forearm into anything.
Elbow.
So bring your, yeah, keep bringing your elbow out. Yeah, keep going. I'm using my nip cam to see what you're doing here.
Copy that.
It looks like it's out in the middle, so now play with your forearm roll.
Alright. Forearm roll.
You have a good view on the rail cam here on the starboard side as well.
Copy that.
Or
Thanks.
port
Sam.
side, excuse me.
We're going to rotate it probably all the way around. That's full stop there.
All right. And now you should be able to. You can keep playing if you'd want, or training, but that looks like it's right. It's all the way to the stop, and that looks like white balance panel in. So now you would wrist all the way out,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is going to be opposite.
Wrist all the way
Go ahead,
out.
Bridge.
So I think it would actually be.
Stand by, Bridge. Yeah, Bridge, pilots confirmed that that would be just fine. Copy. Thank you, Bridge.
So because you brought your forearm, oh, I wasn't watching there, but because you brought your forearm, you probably had to go opposite what you expected with the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're shouldering all the way up and elbow all the way in.
Yep.
And now you can bring your wrist left and kind of watch it fall into that groove. And we can drive mini Zeus too, to help you out.
Yeah, that might help.
So why don't you remember you got hydraulics enabled, so don't start using the mini Zeus.
Yeah, I'm not going to do mini Zeus right now.
I can do that though.
That'd be wonderful.
I think it's my top left here, right?
Correct.
And I don't got anything enabled, so let's give it a short. Yep, I'm moving. Ooh, that's nice and smooth.
So do we need to...
So you also can use rail cam there. You see your arm
Mm-hmm.
kind of sticking out from the box. So as you bring it down, you'll see it.
So is that a wrist movement there?
Yeah. So it's just going to be the wrist is bending back in. So
Oh, hit the box.
a little too much.
A little juice there. Hold on. It's grabbing the box when I go wrist right now.
Just keep going. It'll release.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. So it's a little jumpy.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to use the slider.
So I'm shouldered up now, fully, and my elbow is... I think maybe, is my elbow too far down, or...
No, you want it to be all the way down.
Okay. So we just want to wrist left ever so slightly here. There it is.
Hey, video, you have predation on the main D2 cam if you want.
So it went back out.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Do you know how much further it needs to go to
See,
get to the groove?
You kind of need to... Yeah. It should start to vanish from rail cam there. And you should kind of see it fall into the groove. That... Nope. Oh.
It keeps grabbing.
Right there. That's good. We'll leave it right there. Yep, let's leave it there.
Copy.
And when you're done, yep.
Thank you.
So pilot, you are 20 plus minutes on light temp at 128, 45-minute total test from 113 to 128. You comfortable with that, or you want to give it an hour?
I have no idea. Did Jeff leave?
We were at...
I mean, I would say let's just keep it going. We don't need to stop it for any reason.
Copy. I think you wanted to test the
Yeah,
light bottle.
we're off bottom at 3. So give us 5 minutes of setup to bring Sirius heading back around. So much closer to 45, we can probably stop our test.
Do you still want to test the light bottle for the ground fault?
Yeah, so we'll bring the lights off
Copy.
and do the light bottle at that time. And we can be without light bottle as co-pilot brings his heading around.
Okay. Do you want to go through the list?
We can. I know we're not going to get very much because we're down a thruster.
Yep.
So can't do any of the autos or.
Nope. So 2, 3, and 4. There was some question around the suction hose and DBL interference. Jeff was unsure if it actually was going to interfere with the workhorse at all, just the Tasman. but that is on the list.
My heading is adjusting.
Auto heading still engaged.
Yeah.
Our delta is still reading about the same.
I'm going back to starboard.
Are you guys still waiting for the temperature of the bottle to keep climbing?
Go ahead, Bridge. Copy that. Thank you, Bridge. You're green.
Yeah, let's go for hydraulics. Spin me up.
Copy that. Up to 1300 RPMs.
Yes, please.
Spinning up. We got 1300 RPMs.
Okay. Craft coming live. Let's move my pan over there. Since it's been a little while. All right. Looking good. All right, craft coming live.
We got Titan on you as well.
Twitch. Coming out of index. Got to show who's the alpha here.
Let's see who's got the bigger claws.
Exercise joints.
Temperature seems to be holding steady.
Carl. All right, coming on. Stowing craft.
Copy that.
Copy. Securing hydraulics.
Looks good.
Yeah. All right, let's ramp down.
Ramping down. Back down to 410 RPMs.
Yeah, in 3 more minutes here, we'll conclude LED test and thermal test and go into Fernando's LED test.
Copy.
our final numbers, and then we'll be ready for you, Fernando.
What do you got? 130.
130. Yeah, bottle temperature 130. Fan RPMs, fan 1 is slightly slower, 7,000. Fan 2, 79. Fan 3, 85.
If we go 3 minutes, it'll be exact hour.
Okay. Okay, we'll wait.
Or 2 minutes. You still,
130 degrees.
and just to confirm, you've got mains, upper, lower, aft bar, and poles at 100. Aux should be at 19%, suction at 13, and fog is at 0.
I see a 19, and I see a 13,
Copy.
and I don't know what fogs. Oh, I see node 24, 0.
Yep.
So I can believe that.
So pilot, did it stabilize here at 130, or has it?
It's been very slow over the last 30 minutes or so. About 2 degrees change. So not quite steady state, but
Pretty close.
Well, sea temp went up by 1.5 centigrade, so
it could be that too. Our wind finally circled to the north at 2:30, as predicted.
okay, I'm all set on lights, thank you.
I need to change those colors on the wind plot.
Well, Lars will never be able to see them, but
No, I just invert them.
oh, right.
Because on the gauge, the speed is blue and the direction is red, but on the plot, it's the other way around.
I actually swapped the vehicles as well, just because for me,
Yep.
C2,
No.
Sirius being higher.
No, that's right. Because from the back row, I kept looking at the blue line, thinking, well.
Yep.
It's like, our wind keeps increasing. Okay.
All right.
All right, so that test is complete. Fernando's. What do you need us to do for your test?
Hey, pilot, what do these do now for co-pilot?
I think your right one does nothing. Your left one should do many things,
But only.
pan and tilt, but I'm not sure exactly if it's working. Here, hold on. Maybe I'll have to look at it in a second.
I know you're gonna do that.
We're going to be messing with the lights a lot, Broly.
Alright, we're putting it in auto. Yeah, I don't know what state that is, but
We'll keep switching when we power on. And then Kiwis will reset.
so do you think yeah, yeah, I guess.
Just keep an eye on it. I mean, it was the first thing this morning, so if you were coming off of resetting the buoys or, I don't know, it could have been a lot of things.
Okay. Yeah, I guess when you turn it off, yeah, just make sure that every single button is off. Are you guys planning to act like that?
How do you mean?
As the recovery pilot, are you planning to turn that
LED bottle
relay
off?
off or no?
Yeah, we'll want lights up there.
Okay.
Coming out of the water. Well, I guess you could leave
Or
LED
like,
bottle on and off. Oh, and everything. Then, yeah. You can do
or
it too.
what's gonna be the because what's gonna be the action that pilot say during the recovery?
I mean, at 50 meters, we'll have, or coming up from 50 meters, we'll turn off all the lights. I guess you and Jeff have said to do that. We dim them all. We have all of the banks off, but LED bottle on. Right? Like when you power on the first thing in the morning, it's LED bottle on, nothing else.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know. I guess it's up to you and Jeff. You feel the more experience with the system.
Alright. Yeah, I guess he's always said that we want to be on all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's what we
Right, and let's keep it on.
Okay, so we just turn off all the relays and everything.
Yep, yep.
Alright. So yeah.
We've done, and we're going to do, how's our ground fault doing? Ready? Let's turn off the LED bulb. See how our ground fault goes.
Which one are we watching here? The DC bus?
DC bus.
That's everything but fins, I believe, that we've run through.
What's up the front that's lighting up our vehicle right now?
Suction.
It doesn't look like it.
What?
I'm not seeing any ground fault change.
And then I don't know if you did it already, but just reset the motor and just take down the time whenever you guys do that.
We'll do that right coming off bottom here.
Yep.
Doesn't look like it's the LED bottle. LED bottle back on.
Current unbalanced 6%.
Fernando, just to be clear, you want me to come all the way down on that bottle power?
So what we saw before was that when you power off the bottle and you enable it again, it will be won't have the well.
So I'm
gonna
gonna
disable because otherwise
I'm
you'll
gonna
get a
disable
hundred.
all my thrusters. I'm gonna take out the contactor and the bottle for these two, and then bring it back on to enable.
Yeah, you bring it back on and you can.
So co-pilot, I'm gonna come out of joy lock.
Copy.
Which, yep, raises me up a little bit. I'm just going to push out some. It's a little wonky here with this missing axial. How fast, how slow, does it matter?
I mean, like, you gotta. Let me think. I guess it doesn't matter because once it turns this on, like, it will show power to the motor.
Alright, we're going to do it. So, disabling all thrusters. Well, first out of auto head. Disabled. Contactor. Bottle. Give it a 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottle. Okay. Contactors. And an enable. Coming back down. Alright, coming back down. Five off bottom. Alright, I think that was all the tests. We got Fernando's LED tests, the thruster tests, LED bottle ground fault. I think we're ready to get into position.
Nothing on the pan and tilt.
No, I
Not
don't.
today.
No, I think everything else will stay.
I believe I need to do like a 3/4 turn all the way to starboard eventually. So
Get auto head on.
And I'm not sure how you test the temperature probe functionality. It's on.
I think, yeah, the first step I think was just checking that we have the temperature.
Yep.
And then Carl's working to rig it up so we can try the
Okay.
extensions
Gotcha.
and mechanical interface.
So confirm initial functionality. It's reading.
Yep. All right, co-pilot. I think we're ready to get in position if you are.
copy. I'm ready.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep coming right.
I'm gonna stay here.
Do we remember which way co-pilot turned this morning?
Well, I have a negative 7.7 turn.
Okay. Nope, we need to come up off bottom, and because we got other things to do on deck, and I think we'll get more information testing ME20 in cleaner water. We're down a thruster. I don't know if I feel comfortable turning off all lights and trying to drive
I am following you
or
around.
hold position.
Pilot, I'm just following you around. That's why the screen is centering. So that's probably going to do it for you, huh? If I just turn around.
Yeah, I think it's time for you to now make your move.
Okay, then I'm going to line up opposite you with the ship right now, and we're going to lose visual.
Understood. Should have ourselves in tether.
Copy, turning.
Yep, turns coming to 0. I'm going to start pushing out.
Copy.
And still look good in tether cams coming up.
I have tether cam. Oh, that's your tether cam. Never mind. I don't have you in my tether cam, but I am lined with the ship. We have 0 turns.
Okay, I see your tether a little bit. I'm pushing out, trying to at least.
The Titan, is Titan controlled by this guy still?
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2. Are you pushing out a little?
Yeah, I'm pushing out, but without my axial, it's slow moving.
Sure. I've got auto heading in still. Just
Yeah, let's come out auto.
Copy. I'm out of autos.
Yeah, we're off bottom.
Okay. So, do you want to keep the ship where it's at, or do you want to change the heading?
Well, I'll go up and work with them.
Okay. It's not something I need to call up. You're going to do it.
No, you just call up when they're at a safe altitude. Did you ever have altitude?
I saw 5 meters, but then it went away again.
That's weird. I thought it usually did a lot better. So it has a problem.
So, just to go through, let the bridge know we're off the bottom, and then
We don't quite have a tight tether yet because I'm still turning around.
Yeah, I can still see the loop, or not loop, but catenary.
Yeah.
And your dot is still getting smaller.
Okay, looks like it
Yeah,
might be
now
tightening
we're
up.
stretching out.
Yep, pulling me back around the right way. Yeah, I see your light pulled now.
Yep. Yep, we look nice and straight, tail to tail. Tether looks good, your heading's changing. All looks well.
On the winch.
Yeah, let's just come up to, what is it? We're at 446.